Okay, here we go. And I just see that David C. Baker just liked one of my tweets. That's amazing. Twitter is probably one of my favorite places to be. You know, if you're not on Twitter, then what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you seriously doing? This is welcome back to episode number 2 of Sing Daily. Today, I'm actually just looking at Twitter, and I've already found 2 really good tweets. The first one is remote work generally has resulted in a loss in culture, a rise in productivity, and a drop in accountability and communication. I can relate to that. I also kind of miss being around people. I think this whole like working from home and we're never going to go back to the office. I don't know. I just somehow cannot relate to that. I like being around people. I miss being face to face, being in a room surrounded by post-it notes, whiteboards, and people going back and forth. I really miss that. I think that I'm also not a proponent of, go to the office every day. I mean, that's not it. But even if I was going to the office 2 days a week, that would be pretty cool. I would enjoy that because there's this serendipity that happens. You bump into people, they tell you stuff, you have your ear to the ground, you get the gossip, the juicy details. I love gossip, okay? Don't judge. I like gossip. I also miss going to the financial district, FIDI, as they call it in New York City. Shameless flex. I used to live in New York City for a year. I mean, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I do miss, going to the office, meeting people, going to the paths, picking up food, getting lunch with someone or eating alone, that would happen a lot too. But I totally get it. When you're kind of working from home, working within a team, having conversations across the table, getting a sense of people's expressions, their vibe, their energy. I'm definitely in the boat of, you need a good balance. It's neither completely work from home and neither go to the office every day. It's kind of like that happy mixed medium. So maybe it's 2 days in the office and 3 days from home. But yeah, by the way, I also miss getting my steps in because I would walk to the office, walk back, and then go on a walk during lunch, putting on some little weight here. Okay, next. If people don't so this is Chris Stowe now. Next tweet. Chris Stowe, if people don't like the real you, then they are not deserving of your friendship. That is spot on. I think that trickles into literally everything. So if you're trying to impress people and you feel kind of pressure in trying to, I'm naturally a people pleaser, and I always try to and my coping mechanism for all stress is just laughter and watching something funny or thinking about something funny. That's just how I cope with a lot of stuff. And there's just other things I still don't know how to cope with or deal with, probably for maybe a future episode, not maybe this one. But yeah, I think even with this series that I'm trying to do now, I want to just go completely raw, not try to do anything fancy, and really kind of dial, if it was a big meter, a big synthesizer, and I'm kind of fine tuning all these little details to find my own voice, my personality. I think, and if you are kind of tuning in and watching me just ramble off, that would be an epic win where, you're just tuning in, just watch this balding, short, fat, hairy guy talk about nonsense. If you're tuning in just for nothing, that's basically home run. Not going to try to impress you. We're just going to have a chat daily for about a minute or a little bit more. Maybe it's 2 minutes. I haven't dialed down is this going to be a minute long? Is this going to be 5 minutes? What are all the topics I'm going to cover every day? But we'll figure it out. I'm going to figure it out as we go along. So the 2 people that I recommend that you follow on Twitter today are David C. Baker and Chris Stowe. Both of them bring this perspective, which is super helpful, especially if you're a freelance creative or you're part of an agency and if you want to grow in your career. On to the next topic. There's this app that I've been trying out. It's called Clubhouse. It's like a big rage. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, it's an audio first app. And what I really like about it is that instead of adding features, they've removed them. And by making it so simple and also at the same time, very different from any chat application. So the UI is very different, is distinct, but very simple. There's no frivolous features. And there's the simplicity in the design, the execution, how the people at Clubhouse thought about it. I think it's really interesting. I could literally be in these shorts and have my phone close to me and talk. Basically, it's like having a conversation over the phone. I think Clubhouse is the perfect app for people who are inherently lazy, but still want to be productive in building a community, catching up with people, engaging in conversations. So you can do all that in the comfort of your pajamas. I guess that concludes my rant and episode for today. Sat Sri Akal, namaste, hello, and bye. I'll see you tomorrow.